porch swing moving in the evening breeze, and I still hear your voice in the cottonwood trees. We were young beneath that amber sky, sun sinking low, July so high, barefoot dancing in the tall dry grass. You said our love would always last. Fireflies in your old Ford truck, cheap red wine and beginner's luck. You carved our names in that old oak tree, said forever's where we'd be. I held your hand like it was home, never thought I'd stayed a while. In golden fields where we used to lie, you swore you'd never say goodbye, but promises gave like summer rain. Now all that's left is hurt and pain. The wind still whispers what we were, but your words don't mean a thing no more. In those golden fields I still see the girl who thought you'd never leave. Church bells rang on Sunday morn, white dress dreams I should have worn. You kissed my forehead soft and slow, said someday soon we'd let 'em know. But somewhere between the vows we planned, you let go of my trembling hand, started looking at her that way like you used to look at me each day. I saw the truth in your cold blue eyes. Love don't hide when it slowly dies. In golden fields where we used to lie, you swore you'd never say goodbye, but promises fade like autumn leaves, falling down with broken dreams. The wind still carries your sweet lies across these lonely countryside skies. In those golden fields I still see the fool who thought you'd marry me. Was I just a stop along your road, a place to rest before you go? Did you mean it when you held me tight, or was I just your Saturday night? I replay every word you said, every tear that I still shed. You planted love, then let it die, and left me here to wonder why. The harvest moon don't shine the same. It lights up fields but feels no flame. Your shadow lingers in the dusk, in every memory I still trust. Mama said time heals it all, but time still hears me when I call your name into that empty sky. And I still break, I still cry. In golden fields where we used to lie, you swore you'd never make me cry, but forever turned to yesterday, and love just slowly slipped away. The wind don't feel like home no more, it just knocks on a closed door. In those golden fields I still see the broken heart you made of me. There's a porch swing moving in the breeze, but you ain't coming back to me. Golden fields, broken promises, and a girl who still believes. You had that small town steady smile, made my broken roads feel worthwhile. Every sunset held your hand, like love was something we had planned. We talked about a little white house, 2 front steps and a southern porch, dogwood trees and Sunday hymns, simple life with wedding rings. I folded all my dreams in you, like every word you said was true. I didn't guard my fragile heart, I gave it to you from the start. I thought forever was you, blue skies I could run to, a last name I would wear with pride, arms that would stay by my side. I thought forever was real, the way your kiss would make me feel, but forever slipped right through, and I was just a face to you. There were nights you'd turn away, say you were tired, nothing to say. Your phone would light up in the dark, and I could feel it in my heart. You stopped calling me my girl, stopped spinning me around the world, and every silence grew so loud, like thunder hiding in a cloud. I begged my mind not to see what my heart knew silently. Love don't vanish overnight, it fades away without a fight. I thought forever was you, front row pews and I do, silver bands on trembling hands, building dreams on solid land. I thought forever was ours, carved in oak trees and shooting stars, but forever never grew, it died the day I lost you. Did she make you feel brand new? Did she promise less than I would do? Was I too much or not enough? Did loving me get too tough? I would have stayed through every storm, held you close and kept you warm, but you walked out without a sound, left my whole world burning down. Now I pass that little church and feel the echo of the hurt, white dress dreams hang in the like ghosts of vows that weren't there. My friends say I'll be okay, that time will heal and hearts will sway. But healing feels so far away when yesterday won't fade. I built my future in your eyes and watched it fall like autumn skies. I thought forever was you, the only love I ever knew, the kind that never walks away, the kind that chooses you to stay. I thought forever would last, I'd end up buried in the past, but forever wasn't true, 'cause forever wasn't you. I still see that little white house in a dream I can't turn off, but it's empty now, just like my arms. I thought forever was you. I leave that porch light on each night, like somehow it'll guide you right down that gravel road we knew, back to the arms that once held you. Screen door creaks in the midnight air, I still turn, think you're standing there, but it's just the wind playing tricks on me, where you used to be. Your boots ain't lined up by the wall, your shadow doesn't fill this hall, but I swear I hear your truck sometimes, crossing county lines. Maybe I'm just holding on to a love that's already gone. I'm still porch light waiting, heartbreak aching, praying you'll come home. I'm still front step dreaming, barely breathing in this house alone. You said you just needed space, but space turned into miles away, and I'm still porch light waiting for a man who ain't coming home. Mama says I'm hurting bad, says love shouldn't feel this sad, but she don't see the way you smile or how you called me your wild child. Your coffee cup's still on the shelf, I can't bring myself to pack your things or close that door like you won't need them anymore. That swing still moves out on the porch like it's guarding what we were. If I turn that light off tonight, it means I've given up the fight. I'm so porch light tried so hard to keep you near, but love can't live on fear. The net flickers in the night, just like my last bit of fight. Maybe tomorrow I'll be strong, but tonight feels too long. I'm still porch light waiting, heart still breaking in this empty room. I'm still front step praying, hope decaying underneath this moon. But I can't hold on to a flame that only burns me in your name. So I'm done porch light waiting for a man who won't come home. Tonight I'll turn that light off slow. Let the darkness finally know. If you ever find your way, you'll see I couldn't stay. No more porch light waiting. I wrote your name in blue ink lines on crumpled sheets past midnight times. Every tear that hit the page left little stains of silent rage. I told you how I missed your laugh, how half of me still felt like half, how every room still held your trace, how I still saw your face. But I folded up what I confessed and hid it with the rest. Some words are safer on a page than spoken through the pain. These are letters I never sent, full of love and accident, full of questions, full of blame, signed in heartbreak, sealed in shame. I wrote I miss you more than once. I wrote please come back just because, but it can't make you understand. So there are letters I never sent. One said I forgive you now, though I'm not sure I know how. One said I still feel your hand, even when I try to stand. I asked if she makes you smile, if she stays a little while, if she knows the way you run when things get hard, when love's undone. I almost mailed one yesterday, but pride got in the way. What What if silence is my grace and letting go my only place? These are letters I never sent, full of nights I barely slept, full of hope I couldn't kill, and promises I'm keeping still. I wrote I hate you through my tears and crossed it out 1,000 times. 'Cause even now my broken heart can't draw that line. Would you even read them through, or toss them like you did the truth? Would your hands shake like mine do now? Would regret show on your brow? I'd trace your name across the page like love still locked inside a cage. But paper's braver than my voice, and I don't have the choice. The last one says goodbye for good, the way I know I probably should. It thanks you for the good we had and forgives you for the bad. It says I'll find my strength someday, and love won't always hurt this way. But I couldn't seal it with a kiss, 'cause I still ache like this. These are letters I never sent, full of all the love I spent, full of dreams that lost their way, and words I'll never get to say. If you ever think of me, wondering who I used to be, just know my heart still understands through letters I never sent. There's a box beneath my bed, full of words I never said, and maybe that's where they belong. Unopened, but not gone. We were standing at that Friday bar, neon lights and mason jars. You laughed at something she said low, and that's when I began to know. Your hand brushed yours just a little too long, like you forgot where you belong. And when she leaned in close to speak, I felt my whole world shift beneath. I've memorized the way you smiled, and that one was not mine. You can lie and say I'm wrong, but a woman knows before too long. You looked at her like you looked at me, back when love was easy and free, like I was the only girl in like you looked at me. You said, baby, don't start this now. Said I was just jealous somehow, but jealousy don't feel this cold, and it don't make the truth unfold. She wore that dress I used to wear, that soft perfume in her hair, and when she touched your arm that night, you didn't pull away, you held it tight. I saw goodbye before you spoke, in the silence that you broke. Love don't leave with slamming doors, it slips away on hardwood floors. They looked at her like you looked at me, like she was your new memory, like my place was easy to replace, like I could just erase my face. You swore that I was everything, but now I see what that don't mean. I felt the truth so suddenly when you looked at her, like you looked at me. Did you tell her what you told me, that I was your destiny? Did you trace her skin at night, like I was once your only life? Was I just practice for your heart, a temporary start? Did loving me just help you see what you wanted more than me? Now every mirror feels unkind, like I'm the one you left behind. I question every laugh we shared, every time you said you cared. Was she already on your mind when you swore you'd never leave my side? Did I lose you long ago and just not know? You looked at her like you looked at me, back when I was your only dream, like love was fresh and innocent before it broke and bent. But I won't beg and I won't plead, 'cause I finally see what I need, and I won't stay where I can see. When you looked at her, like you looked at me. I saw it in a second, didn't need a word. Some betrayals don't shout, they're quietly heard. I'm sitting on this cracked bar stool, trying to play it cool. Neon lights blurred through my tears. I've been here for hours, maybe years. Your memory's louder than this forget, but I ain't numb enough yet. They say it burns going down, but that ain't nothing compared to now. Whiskey don't hurt like you do. It don't lie and say I love you. It don't kiss me just to leave. Don't make promises it don't keep. Yeah, it burns and leaves me blue, but it tells the honest truth. I can drown in 90 proof, but whiskey don't hurt like you. There's a couple dancing by the door like we did once before. I look away, can't stand the sight. Love feels like a bar fight tonight. Your name's still saved inside my phone, but I ain't brave enough to call, 'cause I know who might answer now, and I ain't strong enough somehow. So I take another shot instead, try to quiet what you said. You'll always be my only one. Funny how that story's done. Whiskey don't hurt like you do. It don't choose somebody new. It don't walk out without a sound, leave my whole world upside down. Yeah, it stings and makes me cry, but at least it don't say goodbye. I can blame the things I lose, but whiskey don't hurt like you. Did you even feel a thing when you slipped off that ring? Was I just a chapter closed before you even chose? I'd rather face this hangover than face you with her, 'cause bottles don't pretend, they don't play lover and friend. Mascara stains on cocktail glass. I see my shattered past reflected in the amber glow of everything I used to know. The jukebox plays our favorite song, and suddenly I don't feel strong. I try to stand, but I just fall. Guess I lost it all. Whiskey don't hurt like you do. It don't swear my skies are blue, then storm away without a trace and leave me begging for your grace. Yeah, it's strong and leaves the blues, but it don't twist the truth. I can drown in all this proof, but whiskey don't hurt like you. Bartender says, last call soon, but heartbreak don't end that easy. I'll pay my tab, and carry you home with me. We sat across that kitchen table, 2 cups cold, hearts unstable. Clock tick louder than before, like it knew what waited at the door. I asked you if there's someone else. You stared down at your shaking hands. No anger, no defense, just quiet, thick and dense. That silence hit me harder than any truth you could have spoken. Love don't die in screaming fights. Sometimes it fades in sleepless nights. I saw the truth in your silence, in the space between your breaths, in the way you couldn't hold my eyes, like love had nothing left. You didn't have to say goodbye. Your quiet told me why, and in that stillness I went numb. 'Cause I knew she was the one. You used to fight to keep me close. Now you barely touched my clothes. Your side of the bed turned cold, while your secrets slowly showed. You said, baby, you're imagining things, but doubt don't grow from nothing. And when I whispered, do you still love me, you just swallowed hard and said nothing. That nothing tore through me like a storm without a sound. Some confessions never land, they fall apart inside your hands. I saw the truth in your silence, in the way you looked away, in every empty promise you didn't even try to save. You didn't have to raise your voice or make some cruel excuse. Your silence broke me louder than any words you could use. Was she already in your heart while I was begging you to start? Did you rehearse this in your head before we ever reached this edge? I would have rather heard you lie than watch our love just slowly die in a room so quiet I could hear my whole world disappear. You stood up and grabbed grabbed your keys. Didn't even look at me. I guess you thought I understood, but understanding ain't no good. The door clicked shut so soft, like mercy cutting off. And I stayed there in that chair with your silence in the air. I saw the truth in your silence when your heart wasn't mine, and the way you let me break without even crossing the line. You didn't scream, you didn't fight, you just let us fade from sight, and that quiet said it all. When I felt my whole world fall, you didn't say goodbye, but I heard it anyway. Some endings don't make noise, they just walk away. She had her hair down just like mine, soft waves falling past her spine. That little laugh I used to do when I was still in love with you. She wore that denim jacket blue, the one you said you always knew would look so perfect on you, girl. Before you gave her my whole world, she leaned her head against your chest like she had somehow passed the test. I used to fit there perfectly. Now she's where I used to be. She wore my smile like it was hers, like she hadn't borrowed words, like she didn't take my place, standing in my space. She laughed at all the things you say, the same damn jokes you'd use on me, and I watched my memory turn into her reality. She orders sweet tea, no ice, the way I did every night. Does she even know that's true, or did you shape her into you? She calls you baby, soft and low, just like I did long ago. And when she reaches for your hand, you look at her like you once planned for me to be the only one under every setting sun. Was I that easy to replace? Did she just step into my place? She wore my smile like it was new, like she hadn't stolen you, like I was just a passing phase, lost in some forgotten day. She shines in all the ways I did before my heart got torn and split, and I can't stand to see her living what you promised me. Does she know you hum at night, or how you hold someone too tight? Does she know the way you run when love ain't fun? Or will she learn the way I did, how sweet words can turn so cold Maybe she's just innocent, believing every word you meant, the same way I once did, before the truth was hid. I don't hate her, not at all. She just answered when you called, but it cuts so deep to see her reflection looking back at me. She wore my smile like it was fake, like she arrived just a little late, like she didn't know the cost of loving you and getting lost. And maybe someday she will see the girl I used to be, when she looks into your eyes and watches something slowly die. I saw her from across the room, and for a second church bells are ringing, but I ain't saved tonight. White lace hanging in my closet door, the one you said you loved before. Said I look like heaven's best in my little Sunday dress. I wore it proud down Maple Street, felt your hand around my waist, so sweet. Front row pew, you bowed your head and whispered dreams of what we'd wear. Now I sit alone in that same place, mascara running down my face. Preacher talks about faith and trust, but mine just turned to dust. I'm crying in my Sunday dress in a house of holiness, praying for a heart that's bruised from loving you the way I do. I used to thank the Lord above for sending me your kind of love. Now I'm begging Him to help me forget, while I'm crying in my Sunday dress. Your side of the pew feels cold, like the vows we never told. People ask where you've been, I just say you're busy again. Hymns sound different now somehow, every forever hurts me now. The cross above don't ease my pain, it just watches like the rain. And every amen in the air feels like a lonely prayer. Faith don't stop the ache inside when love is crucified. I'm crying in my Sunday dress, in my quiet brokenness, holding on to shattered dreams, seams busting at the seams. I believed in you and me, like gospel truth and destiny. Now I'm kneeling down in regret, crying in stand when they all rose, but heartbreak made me fold. My knees hit hardwood floor like I can't take this anymore. The choir sings Amazing Grace, but grace ain't showing on your face. And I finally let myself confess I'm a mess. I'm crying in my Sunday dress in a room that once felt blessed, begging God to give me peace, or at least some sweet release. I thought love was heaven sent, but heaven knows where you went. All that's left of what we had is tears on white lace thread. Church bells ring, but I don't feel safe. Just another broken prayer in a dress I should have worn on a wedding day. Bought them in a little white store on Main Street, third from the door. Satin heels with a borrowed blue, dreamed I'd walk that aisle to you. I kept them wrapped in paper thin, like they were sacred skin. Mama cried when she saw the lace, said love was written on my face. I traced your last name in my hand, like gold on a wedding band. But forever changed its mind and left me standing behind my hope just heaven bent. Guest list folded in a drawer like it don't matter anymore. You said timing wasn't right, that love shouldn't feel like a fight, but love don't quit when it's sincere. It don't disappear. I practiced signings of my name. Now it don't look the same. You left before the bells could ring, before I wore that silver thing. Now there's dust on my wedding shoes, on every dream I built for two, on the aisle I'll never see. With you waiting there for me, I kept my heart so pure and true, saved every piece for you. But you walked away too soon and left us on my wedding shoes. Did she get the ring instead? Did you whisper what we said? Does she know how close I came to carrying your last name? Was I just rehearsal vows? Or maybe not a now. I was standing ready strong, but I guess I loved you wrong. I tried them on one final time, just to say goodbye. They didn't fit the way they did when hope was still alive. I placed them back and closed the lid on the girl I almost was. Sometimes love don't leave a bruise, just dust you can't remove. There's dust on my wedding shoes, on my forever turned to used, on the church that never knew how close I was to you. I was ready to be your bride, stand forever by your side, but instead of wedding tunes, there's dust on my wedding shoes. They're still there in that box, waiting for a day that never came. Maybe someday I'll wear white again, but it won't be in your name. I hear it in the grocery line when someone calls it out behind. My heart jumps like it used to do before I turn, and it ain't you. It lingers in the radio static, in every song turned automatic, in every place we used to go, like it don't wanna let me go. I try to say it less each day, but it finds its own way. Some words fade with time, but yours stays stuck in mine. Your name still echoes in these walls, empty halls and midnight calls, and whispered prayers I shouldn't pray, and dreams that won't just fade away. I try to drown it in goodbye, but it rises every time I cry. It's written in the dust on frames and safe contacts I can't erase, on old mail tucked away in drawers like it's knocking at my door. I changed my ringtone yesterday 'cause it sounded like your name. Funny how just syllables can still undo a soul. I tell my friends I'm moving on, but I still wait before the dawn and whisper it into the dark like it's stitched into my heart. Your name still echoes through my mind like I left part of me behind, in every almost and what if, in every memory I can't shift. I try to silence what we were, but every sound just makes it worse. No matter how I try to roam, your name still echoes like home. Did mine fade easy from your lips, or does it haunt you like this? Do you ever say it loud just to see if it still hurts so? I wish I could forget the way you used to say my name, like it was sacred, soft and slow. Now it's just an echo. Maybe time will dull the sound. Maybe I'll stop turning around. Maybe one day it won't sting when someone else wears your ring. But tonight it's loud and clear, every syllable still here, bouncing off these lonely rooms like it refuses to lose. Your name still echoes in my chest, where love once laid to rest, in every tear I try to hide, in every ounce of broken pride. I thought I'd learn to let it go, but some things you just always know. No matter how far I roam, your name still echoes like home. It's just a name, but it still feels like everything. It was quiet, too quiet, like the world knew what was coming. The rain was tapping on my roof like it knew the bitter truth. Your picture face down on the floor, keys still hanging by the door. I hadn't slept in days, it seemed, every night the same old dream. You walking out without a sound, leaving me on hollow ground. I held my breath like you'd come back, but hope was fading fast. Some hearts bend That scent cut deeper than the truth, like losing you all over new. I tried to call but dropped the phone. Guess I finally knew you weren't coming back this time. No more maybe, no more sign. It was the night I broke alone. No saving grace, no backbone. Just shattered dreams on hardwood floors and tears behind locked doors. I begged the ceiling for relief, for just a moment of belief, but silence filled the room. The night I broke alone, I hit rock bottom on my knees, prayed to God to set me free from loving someone who let go, from holding on to what I know. If heartbreak had a sound, it'd be that hollow pound of my chest against the pain, falling like cold rain. By sunrise I was numb and still, empty like a broken will. Something changed inside of me when I finally let you leave. I didn't die, but part of me was buried privately under everything we were and everything that hurt. It was the night I broke alone. No love left to call my own. Just truth that I couldn't outrun, and the damage you had done. But somewhere in that shattered sound, a piece of strength was found. Though I fell down like a stone, that was the night I broke alone. Sometimes you don't know you're strong until the only one there to hold you is you. There's a cold spot where you used to lay, and it don't warm up anymore. The sheets still wrinkle on your side like they're waiting for your weight at night. Pillow still holds the shape of promises we couldn't say. I turn toward the wall at 2 a.m. I reach for you out of habit again. My hand finds nothing but regret and the sin I can't so loud, even when there's no sound. It's the empty side of the bed where all broken hearts bled, where your heartbeat used to be. Now it's just silence next to me. I try to sleep, but instead I lie here with what you said, and every tear I never shed falls on the empty side of the bed. Your old t-shirt hangs on the chair. I tell myself I don't care, but I ain't moved it since you left. Guess I ain't that strong yet. I still leave the hallway light on low in case you come tonight, even though I know you won't, even though I know you don't. The clock keeps blinking 3:15, like it knows what losing means. Lonely ain't just being alone, it's missing what felt like home. It's the empty side of the bed where all our future plans are dead, where I used to lay my head and feel forever instead. Now it's cold where love once spread, like everything we said turned into words unsaid on the empty side of the bed. Do you sleep easy next to her? Does she know how much I hurt? Does she feel your restless feet or hear you breathing in your sleep? Do you still pull someone close when the night feels like a ghost? Or did you leave that part with me in this lonely cemetery? Morning light creeps through the blinds, but it don't ease my mind. I trace the line where you once lay, like I'm memorizing yesterday. Maybe one day I won't turn, maybe one day it won't burn, but tonight it's just me instead, and the empty side of the bed. It's the empty side of the bed where my broken heart has bled, where I learned that love can fade even when you beg it to stay. I'll close my eyes and pretend you'll walk back in again, but until that story's dead, I'll sleep on the empty side of the bed. There's a cold spot where you used to lay, and it still remembers you. That old dashboard still flickers at night, like it knows every word that hurts. I was driving down Highway 9, windows cracked past closing time, when that this was all so real. I almost had to pull aside, 'cause memories don't know how to hide. Funny how a simple tune can bring back all of you. It's the radio playing sad songs again. Every lyric feels like them. Every chorus calls your name. Like heartbreak's got no shame. I try to turn the volume down, but your ghost is in the sound. No matter where I've been, the radio's playing sad songs again. That summer night outside the fair, cotton candy in the air. You held me close beneath the lights, said I was your whole life. Now every station feels the same, like they're in on this pain. Love songs twist into goodbye right before my eyes. I switch the dial, but it won't change. Heartaches on every range. Some songs don't just play an end, they loop like they're your friend. It's the radio playing sad songs again, like they know just where I've been. Every verse cuts deep and slow, reminding me I'd let you go. I thought I'd moved along by now, but those old chords show me how. No matter how I pretend, the radio's playing sad songs again. Did she hear our favorite tune? Does it remind you of June? Do you still hum that harmony? Did you erase me? I can't outrun that melody. It follows me like memory. Even in silence, I swear you're still there. I parked outside your old street sign. Didn't mean to cross that line. Guess my heart still drives this road, even when I know. The DJ said, here's one for broken hearts, like he knew where mine fell apart. And I laughed through falling tears, like it's been years. It's the radio playing sad songs again, pulling me back to there. turn it off. But in my head it plays. Some songs don't ever end. Didn't lose you all at once. I lost myself first. I learned your favorite kind of wine, forgot what kind was mine. Changed my plans to match your dreams, tore apart my own seams. I said yes when I meant no. Let my wild side go, folded up my stubborn pride, just to stand there by your side. I thought that's what love was for, giving more and more and more. I've been so far I couldn't stand, lost myself inside your hands. I loved you more than myself, put my heart up on your shelf, turned my needs into your wants, tried to be what you could flaunt. I dimmed my light so you could shine, crossed every single line, and now I'm left here asking why. I loved you more than myself. When things would cut too deep, told my tears not to speak, played the part of perfect girl while you slowly left my world. I defended every flaw, ignored what I clearly saw. When you stopped reaching for my hand, I still tried to understand. I made excuses for your pain and carried all the blame. I called it loyalty, but it was losing me. I loved you more than myself, gave you all that I had left, broke my boundaries in two. But it only built the fence where I stood outside alone in a love that wasn't home. I see it clear now in the light, how I vanished in plain sight. I tried so hard to make you stay, I let myself fade away. But love ain't meant to cost your soul, a heart ain't meant to lose control, and I won't beg or compromise what's left inside. I loved you more than I'll find her again. We've said it all before, just in different ways. Your suitcase by the bedroom door, like it's been there once before. We stand here in this quiet room, more used to blue. No more tears left in my eyes, no more desperate tries. We've circled this 1,000 times, crossed every fragile line. Even the anger feels too tired, like the fire's expired. Some endings don't explode, they just slowly erode. There's nothing left to say tonight. No more wrong, no more right, no more fighting for a flame that only burns my name. We used up every word we knew, every please and I love you. Now silence feels more honest than a fight. There's nothing left to say tonight. I remember when we'd stay up late, talking about forever and fate. Now we barely speak at all, just shadows on the wall. You look at me like you once did, but something's missing in it. And I don't even ask you why, I'm too tired to cry. The space between us says enough, love shouldn't feel this rough. If holding on means losing me, then maybe letting go is mercy. There's nothing left to say tonight. No more trying to rewrite a story that's already done. A war nobody won. We gave it all we could give, but this ain't how we're meant to live. So I won't beg and I won't fight. There's nothing left to say tonight. I could scream, but what's the use? I could blame, but that's abuse of a love that tried its best and finally needs to rest. Sometimes goodbye ain't cruel, it's just overdue. The clock keeps ticking on the wall like it don't care at all. You pick up your keys real slow and I just let you go. No dramatic last embrace, no tears left on my face. Just two hearts worn thin, knowing where we've been. There's nothing left to say tonight. No more darkness, no more light. Just two souls letting go of something we both know. We loved the best we knew how, but that ain't enough now. So I'll turn off the porch light. There's nothing left No slammed doors, no raised voices, just quiet and the sound of goodbye. For a long time, I thought I was the problem. I blame the mirror every day for the way you walked away. Thought maybe if I'd been less loud or somehow made you proud, I replayed every word I said, every tear I ever shed. Convinced myself I broke our trust, that loving me was just too much. I carried all that weight alone, like it was mine to own. But truth has a way of shining through when the hurting's finally through. I was enough, you just couldn't see. The love I gave was real and free. I tried, I stayed, I fought, but I am not what you forgot. You couldn't hold what I could be. That ain't a flaw in me. I was numb, I finally see. You just couldn't see. You needed someone smaller than the dreams I held within my hands. Someone who would shrink to fit and never question it. But I was fire wrapped in grace, with too much heart to erase. And now I know the truth is clear. I was never meant to disappear. You didn't lose me 'cause I failed. You lost me 'cause I prevailed. Some men fear a woman's shine when she won't dim her light for mine. I was enough, you just couldn't see. You couldn't love the whole of me. My strength, my flaws, my honest heart were never meant to fall apart. You mistook steady love for weak, but I was gold beneath your feet. I was enough, I finally breathe. You just couldn't see. I am not too much to love, not too wild, not too tough, not too soft or too sincere for someone who's meant to stay right here. If I scared you with my truth, that ain't something I'll undo. I won't shrink to make you tall. I won't beg to have it Now I stand a little taller, heart a little stronger. I don't need your validation or your explanation. You didn't choose me in the end, but that don't make me less than. It just means I deserve someone who sees the light I am. I was enough, I know it for a long time. I thought I was the problem, but I was never the problem. It's quiet now, but not the kind that hurts. I woke up with the sunrise glow, no heavy ache, just moving slow. Coffee brewing in the air, and no one's absence there. I used to reach across the sheets for someone else to steady me, but this morning I just lay and let the silence stay. There's something calm inside my chest, like maybe this is rest. I thought love meant someone else, now I'm learning it myself. I'll learn how to hold my own hand, to stand without a man, to walk these roads on my own feet and still feel complete. I'm finding comfort in my skin, letting quiet healing in. I don't need someone to understand. I'm learning to hold my own hand. I took a drive just yesterday, rolled the windows down my way. No sad songs on the radio, just open sky and letting go. I passed the church, I passed your street, but didn't feel that old defeat. Just memories that gently fade, like footprints in the rain. I'm not bitter, not afraid, just different than I was that day. Maybe broken wasn't the end, maybe it was where I'd begin. And learning to hold my own hand, to make my own plans, to laugh without wondering why, or waiting for goodbye. I'm seeing beauty in small things, in quiet nights and healing springs. I don't need someone to stand. I'm learning to hold my own hand. For so long I leaned on you, like I couldn't make it through, but I was stronger all along, just didn't know I was strong. I'm not rushing into love, not chasing signs from above. I'm giving grace to who I am, and that's enough for now. There's a mirror by the door, I smile at it more, not because I need applause, just 'cause I accept my flaws. Scars don't scare me anymore, they show what I survived before, and every step I take alone feels like coming home. I'm learning to hold my own hand, to trust where I stand, to love the woman in the glass, and let the hard days pass. the first time in a long time. That's enough. You thought your leaving would undo me, but watch me now. I used to shake when I heard your name. Now it don't ignite that flame. It's just a chapter closed and read, not a ghost inside my head. I've walked through nights that broke my knees, cried rivers nobody sees, but I stood up every time and wiped those tears of mine. You said I'd miss you more each day, but that ain't how it played. You underestimated me, thought I'd drown in memory. I'm stronger than your goodbye, stronger than the tears I cried, stronger than the nights I prayed for you to come back and stay. You thought I'd fall apart when you walked away with my heart, but I survived the storm you made. I'm stronger than your goodbye. I rebuilt pieces you broke down, laid new bricks on solid ground. I found my voice beneath the hurt and learned exactly what I'm worth. I don't hate you, I don't curse, I just know I deserve better first. And loving you taught me this: strength don't beg, it exists. You leaving didn't steal my life, it made it burn more bright. You were a lesson, not my end, and I don't break that easy. Friend, I'm stronger than your goodbye, stronger than your reasons why, stronger than the doubt you gave, and every tear I tried to save. You thought I'd crumble, you were wrong. I found my backbone all along. You don't define the woman I am. I'm stronger than your goodbye. I won't chase what walked away, I won't beg for love to stay. If someone leaves, I let them go, 'cause I finally know love ain't meant to make you small or leave you feeling less at all. If it costs your peace of mind, it ain't the right kind. Now when I pass your old street sign, it don't rewind my mind. It's just a road I used to know, not somewhere I need to go. I wish you well, I truly do, but I'm not the girl you knew. She grew through every tear she cried and stood up dignified. I'm stronger than your goodbye, stronger than the past we tied, stronger than the broken trust that once turned love to dust. You leaving was the push I needed to see my work completed. You thought hearts don't move that easy. No fireworks, no dramatic goodbye, just me, still here. The sun came up like it always does, didn't ask what happened to us. Birds still sang outside my door like they ain't heard heartbreak before. I made my bed on my own today, didn't feel the urge to pray for someone who walked away. I just let it be that way. There's strength in simple things like breathing in and letting go. You thought I'd crumble quietly, but that's not who I turned out to be. I'm still standing here after all those tears, after all the nights I thought I'd disappear. I didn't break, I didn't fall, I just grew through it all. You walked away, but it's clear I'm still standing here. I passed the places we once knew, they don't feel the way they used to. Just corners of a younger heart before it learned to guard its parts. I don't flinch when I hear your name, it don't set off that old flame. It's just a sound from long ago, not somewhere I still go. Time didn't fix me overnight, but it taught me how to fight. Not with anger, not with blame, but by owning my own name. I'm still standing here, clearer than last year, stronger than the version of me that lived in fear. I didn't need you to survive, I found my own light. You may not be near, but I'm still standing here. I don't hate you anymore, that weight ain't mine to store. I don't wish you any pain or replay what could have changed. You were a chapter in my life, not the ending of my fight. And I'm grateful for the scars, they showed me who I am. There's a calm inside my chest that finally feels like rest. No more chasing what won't stay, no more begging love to stay. If someone comes